Truth Man here. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. So real briefly, I need to talk about this. A lot of guys put up with a lot of stuff from women because they too thirsty and they seek women for validation. They don't have the confidence in their own masculinity and manhood. So they gotta keep a woman around every moment, regardless of how she behaves, whether or not she faithful or not. They still, a lot of dudes, well, I'll be doing stuff too, yeah, but are you getting stretched? You must be Fruity Pebbles then. But these guys are too thirsty. They too thirsty. And like some guys, especially the more endowed guys, are more thirsty because they live for the reactions of women to their sexual moves. And you know these guys because these guys think it's a flex having sex with these women. Now, that might have been a flex. Remember Happy Days with Fonzie? That might have been a flex back then. But that ain't no flex no more. Because a lot of people is doing that because these women are easier. They are. Like, if you know what you're doing and you put in enough effort, say the right things, do the right things, these women in today's world are easier sexually. It's probably more one-night stands, more hookups than it was, say, 20 years ago, 25, 30 years ago. I remember in the 90s, it was like, you know, it got easier towards the end of the 90s. But like 92, like in high school, stuff like that, it wasn't as easy. Like, and truth be told though, some of the stuff that we see now, you will see it back then in high school. Like the dude that kept his hair cut and had nice clothes, all the girls liked him. The star athlete, all the girls liked him. So it was some of the same stuff that we see today back then. But now they get away with it. They wouldn't have got away with it. Like in the 90s, dudes wasn't really trying to have like relationships with chicks that they knew was 304s. They would just use them for a quick fix. They wasn't trying to be in relationships with them. Now you see people marrying strippers and ex-strippers and ex-porn stars. And back then, that was unheard of. Like back in the 90s, like you would more use porn stars to just look at them and jag or whatever you gonna do. Now these guys is marrying them. They married them. Like that's why if you look at some of the stuff they accused Trump of, how long ago was it? Trump was treating them women. And they want to use it against his presidency. Like it really matters in terms of his political decision making. They be gassing Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton was not all that, man. Talking about some first black president. Yep. I would say first Indian president, first Middle Eastern president, first foreigner president, because the laws that he was passing back then benefit them even to this day. Give me that black president stuff. Y'all must think somebody politically illiterate. A person who has an understanding of politics is not going to look at Bill Clinton as a president for black people. You know? And yeah, guys always been thirsty, speaking of Bill Clinton. But I'm telling you, the thirst was more channeled, more directed than it is now. See, now, like, it'll be a chick you see, you attracted to her. Oh, and tell me this ain't happened to y'all, because I know it has. On social media, whether it's Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and right when you was finna hop in those comments or those DM, you saw all these other guys. And if you know what a simp is, you like, man, look at these dudes. And you change your mind about saying something. Gorgeous, beautiful, heart with the smile, or the little emoji with the heart eyes. You be like, looking at them comments like, nah, never mind. These guys' thirst is ruining the world too. It is, because we could really pinpoint and get some of these women in line, but they out of line because of certain guys. You know, and it ain't gonna never change. So stop thinking about marriage, man. Unless you just want trouble. You messy. Unless you messy. So, but the thirst of these guys, man. And then women, I'm gonna tell you where they make it worse, because they know they ain't no good. Dudes is paying for their box. But then they still come out here talking about what they need a man to be and blah, 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 blah. You don't, like, now it's what's her name? It's B Nasty. Talking about guys insecure with dating her. Man, then who wants to compete with all them dudes, man? Long one, down to their knees. I mean, she an attractive woman, man. She is. I ain't gonna lie about it. But most guys will be scared that they gonna catch something, or they gonna be scared that she gonna be like, well, if you don't get out of here with that little thing, because of how many guys done had her, man. And the thing about porn stars is, you going by how many you saw her on film with. But there was some things that led to her being on film. You ain't counting those. You know? You ain't counting those. I can see what Shannon Sharp mentioned her, but we're gonna. Anyway, decent looking woman, man. Decent looking woman. I wouldn't date a woman that done did all that, though. I wouldn't. Unless some of them will fool you now. Like, they ain't gonna always tell the truth about this stuff. But if you know she done did that, you done seen her doing it, and you trying to date her, that's on you. I agree with Tariq Nasheed. I was watching Tariq, and he was telling a woman that was in the industry that she need to get with somebody else in the industry and stop playing games with these other guys. And he put her in line, man. She was trying to fire back. He was letting her have it. Because, Tariq used to be in pimping and all that stuff, so he know. But some people know that ain't been in pimping. Some people just always had game like that. Like, I don't care what y'all say. I know Boss Mac got some game. I mean, I watch him all the time. You can say what you want. I know that man got some game. Period. If I had to say all these dudes on YouTube talking it, I know a couple of them got game for real. I know Pimpin' Ken, obviously. I know Boss Mac got some game. It's a lot of them. You know? And we all, I might as well say we, because I be telling y'all the same thing. Stop being so thirsty, man. If you got to get one out yourself and be like, oh no, I still feel thirsty, get another. Keep getting them off until you control your thirst, man. Then you'll be out here more stoic. You'll be more stoic. Because you got to be stoic and indifferent with these women. Like, you all right. You know, I mean, you ain't going to whip me. I mean, you ain't going to get nothing extra out of me that I don't want to give. You got to be like that, man. And women know when a dude is stoic. They try to bring him down. He ain't even all that. That nigga ugly. That don't matter. Because the dude you think is ugly, another woman gonna think he's sexy. And remember, I'm getting my 7 against anybody. Anybody. Name it. Anybody. Muscles. Whatever. It don't matter. I'm getting 7. I'm getting 7 votes. It's too many women. That's what Isaiah 4:1 was saying. 7 women will take hold of 1 man. So it's no need to even be thirsty like that, man. But anyway, let me get in here and get this money. Let me go get this money, man. Maybe 1 or 2 more videos. Today, Friday, we're going to go way lighter tomorrow. Maybe 1 or only 1. Then I'm going to take a couple days off to the end of the year. I'm finna pile it up. We got a lot to talk about. I got topics running. Remember how Michael Jackson said he has thousands of songs in his head? I got topics that I ain't even got on yet. You know, I got to get my background and stuff up to par. I'm finna start working on that. But yeah, man, just stop being so thirsty, man. I think guys be trying to compensate for not having game by being thirsty or not having money where you could just buy it. So not having those 2 things makes a lot of guys more thirsty. But we'll be back maybe 1 or 2 more times today. Stay tuned.